Hi, my name is Christie's, and this is my Module 4 AEP 855 Educational Leadership video. My interview for this video was with our high school principal, John Ronca, and we went through the 4 R's, starting with relationships. And our staff does a really good job building relationships, modeling those relationships. And one of the examples of something our staff does with each other to improve their staff-to-staff relationships is something called volleyball, where we go out socially like once a month, once every other month, and we say we're playing volleyball, but we're not playing volleyball. We're going out to eat and having fun. Students are implementing in the implementing stage as far as relationships go, and always improving. We have something called transition team, and transition team is where our seniors work together with our freshmen. They meet once a month and they answer questions for them, kind of show them the ropes and mentor them. As far as families go, we're in the implementing stage. We've talked about doing home visits, but for the most part, we're building relationships through social media, through our school website, through Infinite Campus Messenger, through our educational foundation, community groups. We have Kiwanis groups that meet here at the school, and that leads right into community, which is also in the implementing stage. And our educational foundation has been a big group for us, raising money for us, raising social and community awareness of the school and the needs that we have. Second one, relevance. Our curriculum is probably in the modeling stage. We do a lot of good stuff with DLT meetings, district leadership team, PLCs. Curriculum director that we hired a few years back has just done a phenomenal job of curriculum mapping and getting all the different, K through 12, all on the same level. As far as instruction, we're in the implementing stage. We offer Des Moines area community college classes, real world classes, whether it's auto body or collision or construction trades or, welding, whatever it might be. And then we also offer several levels of AEP courses, and we teach some of those right here in our building. We have instructors that are dual certified that our kids can get college credit and high school credit without ever leaving our campus. Student engagement, we're in the implementing stage, looking at inquiry-based classrooms, looking at technology. We're probably in a modeling stage. We've been in one-to-one now for several years, and we do a lot of Google Classroom work, Google Communities, all the stuff that we do through Fort Hays as well. Responsive culture, leadership, we're in the transitioning area. Our principal says that our teacher PLCs and DLTs and the task forces we have us in that area. Our early childhood, Mr. Ronca informed me that several years ago, we didn't have any pre-K or preschool groups that were even in our district. Everything was done by outside agencies. Now those are all part of our system. Our district climate is transitioning. We've created this education foundation, but we've also passed 2 bond issues in the last 8 years. And then our nutrition and wellness, we're in an implementing stage. We've taken all the pop and candy machines out. We've got our lunchtime solutions is a new group that does our lunch, and they've done a great job of eliminating stuff that's high in fat and high in sugar. And our staff also tries to model this with what we call the Ballard Biggest Loser every year, where we put together a health and wellness plan for our staff, and we all try and follow it. And we make it known to the students that we're doing this, and it's kind of a neat thing. As far as rigor, career and technical ed, we're in the implementing stage. My principal was informing me that, we have Des Moines Area Community College Consortium classes, industrial tech classes, CAD classes, all kinds of stuff going on there. As far as professional learning, that's an area where he says we fall a little bit short. We don't have the evidence there. We no longer have our school to work consortium. We no longer have our business classes, things like that really need improved. As far as resources, we're in the implementing stage with advanced placement and DMAC classes on our campus. We have DMAC off campus. We're 10 miles from Iowa State University, so we have ISU classes. We're one-to-one with Chromebooks. We have an unbelievable librarian that does research for us, and we also offer DMAC online classes. As far as data, we're transitioning. We look at AP scores, we look at ACT scores, SAT scores, PSAT scores. We just finished our ISASP scores, or our ISASP tests. We'll be getting those scores. But yeah, just a lot of different areas that we can look at to get data. As far as analysis and talking with him, in my opinion, we're a transitioning district. We have some areas that are modeling, some areas that fall short and don't have evidence. So I think that puts us right in the middle there, or upper middle actually. I think it's a great district. We do a great job with a lot of things, but we need to continue to have a growth mindset and look to improve our areas of professional learning. My principal leadership style, definitely democratic. He forms a task force, uses staff groups to make decisions. One example of this is conferences. Not everybody likes to deal with conferences, so he put together a task force on conferences. They decide when and where we're having them, what the format's going to be. Then he meets with them. They make final adjustments, and they send out the information. As far as our areas for improvement, that was a pretty easy one. The professional learning in the rigor area, the first thing we need to do is try and promote the importance of this. We need to go out and get business curriculum installed. We need to get a school to work initiative. Some of that's subject to the superintendent and approval that needs to be financed, but we could start to introduce ideas in our classes, like our production class or our CAD class. There are some standards that apply directly to this, to all the information that I've just gone over. 4E, promote the effective use of technology in the service of teaching and learning. That is always important, always vital. 2, being able to create and sustain positive, collaborative, and productive relationships with families in the community. Most importantly, that needs to benefit students. And, I think it's really important to have that community involvement and involve all those families and have a positive relationship with the school. And then using methods of continuous improvement to achieve the vision, fulfill the mission, and promote the core values of the school. It's all about improvement always. And, you have to have a vision, and you have to try and go and improve to the point where you can get to that vision. So thank you very much for taking a look at